morning, everyone. I am super duper excited to share with you this really fun video. I'm going to share with you a larger channel that really has been a blessing in my life and the box that he sent me. I hope you stay tuned.
Know you've been a good friend, and that's in the thick and thin, and I know it's never gonna end, 'cause you've been a good friend.
Welcome back. Today I'm going to share with you, most of you know I have a very close friend called Paw Paw Doing It Cheap. Paw Paw Doing It Cheap sent me a gift in the mail, and I'm going to share with you what it is because it's quite unusual. Sometimes you hear people bellyache about one another on YouTube, but I'm going to share with you a real friend and blessing to me, and his name is Paw Paw Doing It Cheap. Paw Paw Doing It Cheap has been in my life for a couple years now, and I'm going to share you a little bit about him. Have you ever met somebody that reminded you of one of your favorite relatives? Have you ever met somebody that just brought back a lot of memories that reminded you of a loved one that you have? Well, that is Paw Paw Doing It Cheap. Now, Paw Paw Doing It Cheap is totally different than me. He is quite the character, and his thought process is a lot different than mine, but he is a very kind person. He can be a little controversial, and he says what he thinks and he says what he means, but there's something about him that is very dear to my heart. He is a very kind person. So I met him a few years ago, and he has done a lot to help my channel. You know, a lot of times larger YouTube channels, they won't do anything to help the little guy. They won't do anything to help the little person out. But this person has helped us tremendously. I met him one time on a live stream. So what is a live stream? Well, live stream, a lot of YouTubers will have live streams. In other words, instead of making a video, they will actually be on the camera live. Hi! And you can chat with them live. I used to do this years ago. I pretty much stopped doing it, and I make more videos that are teaching things, but maybe someday I will go on live again. But Paw Paw Doing It Cheap, he does live streams, and he does some videos as well. He's been very blessed to have some videos go very viral because of his nature of his life. But anyhow, I met him the first time on a live stream, and my husband and I talked to him a lot, and he actually came to visit us for the whole weekend. He lives in Tennessee, and as you all know, I live in Pennsylvania. He came to visit, and we actually had a meetup here with some other YouTubers. So we kept in contact with Paw Paw. Well, let me tell you a story. About a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, Paw Paw had an auction online. And in that auction was a bean pot. It is a bean pot, McCoy bean pot. Let me get you the lid from it. Paw Paw had it really packaged. So this was about a year and a half to 2 years ago. And I thought it was really cute. Well, Papa Roy, another fine gentleman, bought the bean pot for me from Paw Paw Doing It Cheap. But Paw Paw went through some things over that time, and he just never got it sent. Wow, we got it this week, and I am so excited to have an old-fashioned bean pot, and it's beautiful, and it is a McCoy, and I just think it is just great. So I can't complain and fuss anymore about not getting my bean pot. You know, we used to tease each other about it. I like to tease Paw Paw, and he likes to tease with me and my hubby too. So I never took it too serious that he didn't send the bean pot because I knew eventually someday I would get it. But here is the second item in this box. So 3 days ago, he was on a live stream and he's really trying to clean up his garage. Well, he was throwing things away. If you watch Paw Paw, you know he doesn't throw a lot of things away. He calls himself a hoarder, and I'll let you decide on that. But he threw this doll away. Now this doll's in really bad shape, and I couldn't believe it. As you know, I love crocheted items, and I was having a personal fit. Now she looks really rough, but we're gonna clean her up today. So I was on there on the live stream and I'm like, don't throw it away, don't throw it away. I'll take it, I'll take it. I was somewhat teasing with him because I didn't think he was going to actually dig it out of the trash and send it to me. But everybody on the chat was like, don't throw it away, Tessie wants it. We've become one big family. So he just was. He hauling around and like, okay, okay. And so off he went away from the camera. He was gone for quite a while because he had it in a trash bag. And here he dug her out of the trash for me. Now she's been laying around exposed to, I think, the elements for quite a while. But you know what? I'm gonna clean her up and we're gonna wash her and we're gonna make her brand new because I've always wanted one of these crocheted. There's two things I've always wanted. One of these and one of the toilet paper holders. You know the little doll toilet paper holder? I always wanted one of them. So the bottom was crocheted and the top was like plastic. Now some people may be creeped out with this, but actually her face will clean. I tried it. So, Paw Paw doing it cheap. I want to thank you so much for just providing this doll and sending me my bean pot. And we're gonna get the doll cleaned up, and it's so precious. Now the doll I don't think came from his family, but inside the doll was a note saying who made it, and I don't think the person is no longer living. Paw Paw didn't think so, but we're gonna get cleaning her up. I'm gonna see if I can take her apart, can wash her dress, and if we can make her like new and just cherish the memory of whoever made her, because it took a lot of love and dedication to make a doll like this. So thank you so much for watching this video. It's been an extremely fun one for me. And what a bean pot is basically you cook your beans in it on an oven, very low temperatures. It's a beautiful sunny day, perfect day to wash this and hang it out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna probably wash it twice. All right. All right, so we got the dress in there. And now let's work on the doll. So now we're gonna work on her face. I don't wanna scare you or anything because her face is quite ugly. But here we go. So those of you who don't like to watch dolls being cleaned up, you might not wanna watch this because it is a little bit interesting. All right, so there is her face. Now, I'm gonna try to use my solution here that I make. All right, so I'm gonna work on this. Look, everybody, it's coming off. It's coming off. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh goodness, it's coming off, people. All right, so we're gonna work on her and I'll show you what she looks like when I'm finished. Well, we're washing it. Look at all that dirt. Looking good. So we're gonna give it a good wash for about 15 minutes and then I'll probably wash it again. Super excited. All right, so I found some super glue and now we're gonna glue her arms and legs back together because they were broken. but I can't believe he had all the parts to her. So I'm gonna work on this and we'll get back to you in a moment. Here you go, everyone. Here is the doll. Thank you so much, Paw Paw, for getting her out of the trash can for me. I know a lot of people would think this is rather silly to devote so much time and attention, but I love crocheted items. And this was one of the things that I have always wished I could have. A crocheted item like this. So there you go, everybody. She's cleaned up rather nice, isn't she? So we're gonna put her in probably in my bedroom, and I will cherish her for years to come. If you're interested in the channel that I've been talking about, Doing It Cheap, I want to advise you, he is a little bit eccentric and he is a little bit different and he really speaks his mind. I'm going to share with you the picture of his channel at the end of this video. All you have to do is click on it. So thank you so much, Paw Paw, for getting this doll for me. I will cherish her forever. Take care, everyone. We'll see you guys tomorrow. I think I did pretty good. You smell so clean and fresh. Hard to believe how pretty you were cleaned up.